Good evening, everyone. My name is Naomi Ennevoltson, and I'm a presidential director with our company, and I'm also the founder of the Yummy Mummy team. And really excited to share this information with you tonight that totally transformed my life. I just got started 5 years ago, only 5 years ago with this company. And 5 years ago, our life looked very, very different. We were struggling to get by paycheck to paycheck, going further and further into debt, wondering if there was even a way out. It was actually looking like we'd have to sell our house and, do some pretty drastic things. There was no money for extras, and I don't know if you know if what that's like, but it's pretty hard, and seemed like there was just no solution to our problems. I was looking for a job, but I was struggling to even find something that I could really work around my family. My husband had to work away from home just so that we had enough money coming in. So I found this incredible opportunity that I could do around my family. And within 4 years of building a business, I was on a six-figure income. Not only that is that I'd been able to travel the world. Now, overseas travel was just something that wasn't even on our list of things that we would be able to do. Um, you know, mostly we were thinking about just camping or visiting family for holidays, but in that short time, I've gone to Mauritius, Vietnam, Club Med China. This is me down the bottom right-hand corner in Tahiti, hot air ballooning over the Yarra Valley, Mexico, so many amazing places. Cambodia, we went on a South Pacific cruise with our family, and just recently, a couple of weeks ago, got back from a trip to Dallas and New York and Canada, which is absolutely incredible. A couple of years ago, I got to take my family to a trip around America and to Disneyland. So our life has dramatically changed. From a family that struggled to a family that has, we don't have issues with money. We were able to do renovations on the house, and I do all this working from home around my family. I love the freedom this business has brought me to work my own hours and take time off when I want to. I want to. If I have kit things on for the kids, I can take that time and go to those events. I have such freedom and flexibility to work when I want to work. And so that's why I'm so excited to share this with you tonight. And you'll also hear from some other ladies. Not all of our team can have time to share their testimonies, but I've asked a couple of the team later on to share their testimonies. And I just want you to encourage you is don't come with a closed mind, come with an open mind. Because, when I first heard about this, I was really skeptical. I didn't really think I could do it. And, I wasn't really sure about the whole industry, to tell you the truth. But what I found is when I opened my mind and realized, there's incredible training, and we were able to follow a proven system and be successful, that I could do this business, and I know that you can too. So be open-minded to what you hear tonight, and get ready, because this is a real life-changing decision that you can make for your family. This is, like I said, one decision. One decision can change your life and change the world at the same time, just like it has for me and many of our team. This is some pictures of our team all over the world. So it hasn't just been me traveling. We've got some of our team over there in Tahiti. This is the team that just got back from New York. These are all expenses paid holidays simply as a reward for building our business. There's some of the team in Vietnam, Club Med China in the middle, Mauritius, and lots of great events and things that we get to go locally through. So just such a great opportunity, and so many successful women in our team, and you'll hear more about them tonight. So, this is a guide to business ownership. And I want to ask you a question. And this is really important because your destiny is shaped by the questions you ask yourself. And sometimes we just go along and we just live life like, let it just flow rather than really ask ourselves these questions, because quality questions lead to a quality life. And this is the question that I want you to ask yourself. In 2 to 5 years, if time and money weren't an object in your life, what would you do differently than what you're doing today? Really think about that. How would you like your life to look different? Like I said, 4 years' time, my life was dramatically different. Traveling the world and having incredible time freedom and income. But what would you want for your life? Think about it. Do you want more quality time, more time to do the things that you want to do? Would you like to travel with your family and go to those places in the world that you just dreamed of? Would you like to be able to give back? Maybe some causes that are really strong in your heart, but you can't even take care of yourself. Would you like to have that money to be able to give back? Would you want more freedom to work the hours that you want to work, when you want to work, where you want to work? You don't have to be stuck in an office. You can work down at the cafe if you want, just like we did this week. Or do you want to provide that financial security for your family? What would you like your life to look like? You see, this is the challenge. Women are looking for freedom to work around their families. They're wanting more flexibility. Debt is out of control. The cost of living is rising, and we're looking for a way to support the family income, but also be the mum that we want to be and be there for our family. We want financial security. And the problem is that childcare costs are increasing so much that by the time you pay them, you hardly have any money left over from a week of work. And this is an important factor. 50% of marriages end in divorce, and in the first year after that divorce, a woman's standard of living drops an average of 45%. So, women, it's really important to think about doing something for yourself too, and your financial security, not just for your family too. And then job security, even if you're in a secure relationship, job security is at an all-time low. Your job just isn't secure, or your partner's job. Actually, futurist Thomas Frey says that the world of work is going to turn upside down as 2 billion jobs, that's half of all employment on the planet today, will be gone by 2030. Well, that's a pretty incredible figure there, right there. And it just shows you how your job is not secure. And you need to be thinking about another way to create that financial security. So we have two choices. You can either shrink your dreams to fit your income, or expand your income to attain your dreams. And so many people are shrinking their dreams. They're just their heart is crying out for more, but they're settling for less. They're settling for less of a life that they want to live. They go to work, they come home, they do the same things every day, but they're not actually doing anything that is what they've dreamed of. But what we've found is you can have a way to increase your income so you can, have bigger dreams. Like the things that I've been able to do, I didn't even dream about them back then, but have been able to dream more and more. So Robert Kiyosaki says it's more important to grow your income than cut your expenses. It's more important to grow your spirit than cut your dreams. I just mentioned Robert Kiyosaki. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, he's the best-selling author. He's a multi-millionaire. He is a very successful businessman. And he wrote a book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And he said the reason we are where we are, okay? So most people are over on the left-hand side of the quadrant. So as an employee, you have a job, or as a self-employed. So you actually, self-employed, so you actually own a job. But that's people like tradesmen or hairdressers. So when you work, you get paid for that work. So you're really trading your time for money. Now, 90% of the people are over on that side, but only 10% of the wealth.
It's not. Doves didn't get a bit.
Robert Kiyosaki actually says that Robert Kiyosaki said that the best way to move over, that he's actually seen over to the other side of the quadrant, is through network marketing. And that's as a business owner, where you actually own a system and people work for you. So that's over the right-hand side, or as an investor. Now, over that side is 10% of the people, but 90% of the wealth. So this is a big thing to be able to move over that side. It's not that easy, but you can do that through network marketing, and it's a great industry. He said that the number one way to increase your wealth, don't get a second job or a third job. Start a part-time home business. And so for many of you, that maybe in your home, one of you has a job. Well, think about this. Don't get another job. Start a part-time home business to create that wealth and that passive income coming in. Women in business is one of the fastest growing sectors of the economy. It's really very exciting. Direct selling has created more 6 and 7 figure income earners than any other industry in the world. The ladies in our team are regularly the top achievers of the whole world. And actually, you'll hear from someone tonight who was the top enroller for all of the world globally last month. So, we are very successful team and top achievers. And through social entrepreneurship, we make a difference and help those less fortunate. Social media has made it easier for women to share. And really, that's what our team really specializes in, is using Facebook for business. And you'll get all the training in how to do that. So what is the ideal business model? Well, number one is social entrepreneurship, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a minute. Number two is that you can work it around your family, work the hours that you want to work. You're not dictated by certain hours. There's low startup costs, okay? Because really in traditional business models, you can be looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars, but with our business, you can get started on, about around the $100 mark. It's so limited in getting started. Consumable and patented products. Now, by that I mean that people use the products monthly and need to buy them monthly. Things like a mascara or something like that, where someone only needs it once every 6 months or even a year. That's not really a great industry to be in. Also, patented products. Now, a lot of our competitors and companies, they might have 1 or 2 patents. We actually have over 100 patents. So it just shows how unique our products are. You can't buy them in the shops, whereas a lot of other companies have similar products that you can just get from the shop. Leverage long-term income, unlimited income potential. So there's no cap in our business. You can work full-time or part-time around what you're currently doing. And this is the real key. You want to make sure there's full training and support to build your business. And you will get that with our team, and training to use social media, because that's the way of the future. You can pretty much run your whole global business from your phone, and systems that are already in place. You don't have to think anything up. You don't have to work anything out. It's all there ready for you to go and start making money straight away. So what is social entrepreneurship? Well, an easy connection to make is a company called Tom Shoes. When you buy a pair of their shoes, they donate a pair of of shoes to a child in need, or Thank You Water here in Australia. So the same concept, when you buy a bottle of water, they donate clean drinking water, and they also have great mueslis and muesli bars and home products. Absolutely wonderful concept. And we have the same concept. When you buy one of our products, we donate a supply of nutrition to a malnourished child. So we're not just entrepreneurs, we're social entrepreneurs. And that gives you great purpose in what you're doing, because you can really change lives. Through my business, it's nourishing over 600 children every single day. And that gives me great purpose, not just that I'm making money for myself, but I'm also making a difference. So it's just a simple change in distribution channels, nothing to be concerned about. Usually the traditional, you have the manufacturer, the middleman, the retail, then you. Well, in network marketing, you cut out all that. It's the manufacturer, you, and your social network. So you're really leveraging the power of referral marketing. Who is Manatech? We were founded in 1994, so we're not a young company, which is really important. You do not want to be building your business with a young company, because in network marketing, the average lifespan of a company is around 5 years. Well, we've been tried and tested, and we've just actually relaunched. So we've rebranded and come out with a whole heap of new products. And that's why we're looking for new people to join our company, so we can train you up ready for these new products. We operate actually in 24 countries, and we're opening up in 100 by 2020. Over 100 patents, and tens of millions have been invested in research and development. Very few companies can claim that same kind of research and development as our company has. And we're a public company too, listed on the NASDAQ. So we really are a revolution in wellness, finance, and mission. And like I said, over 100 patents, no other company can come close, and 17 human clinical studies. Well, that's just unheard of in our industry. So we do stand behind our products. Now, all truth does pass through 3 stages. First, it's ridiculed. Secondly, it's violently opposed. And third, it's accepted as being self-evident. So in 1996, patents were issued for a product called Ambritose Complex. Now, people were having such great results on this product that they went out there and said it cured this and it cured that, and really got the company in a lot of strife. Because what we know is, no, it can't cure disease, but it can give your body what it needs so that it can function properly. And so, the glycose nutrient science was questioned, and, but now in the present day, the benefits of glyconutrients are affirmed by multiple scientific studies. So you may go online and read some things. Now, remember, that was from some associates that went out there and said the wrong things, and you won't find anything about that anymore, because we know not to say things like that. We have this global crisis, though. Malnutrition affects more than 925 million people. And this is a classic face over here on the left, but this is the new face. So we're having overfed but undernourished, stress. That's a big thing, because you can't absorb the nutrients. And then the elderly, with green harvesting, cold storage and depleted soils, our food just doesn't contain the nutrients that it used to. So we have this problem, and you don't have to look far to see that people are malnourished. There's so many diseases out there. People are so unwell, and this is a real crisis. So what industry did? They introduced supplementation. Now, the problem with that was over 95% are synthetic vitamins. So that, by synthetic, I'm talking about they're made from coal tar, petroleum, and ground up rocks. So the sludge on the bottom of the oil barrel too. They're chemicals, and your body can't absorb the nutrients. Whereas when they're made with a real plant, your body can absorb those nutrients, because our bodies were designed to eat real food. And so with Manatech, our products are 100% plant-based, and your body will feel the difference. We have a strong global demand addressing key global markets. The weight management industry, that's a huge market. $583 billion market. And the great thing is we're just about to bring out another weight loss system that's going to be incredible. So we're looking for people that we can partner with now, train you up and get ready for this launch of this incredible vegan fat loss system. Then we have skincare and anti-aging. And Mannatech has the most amazing products in that industry. Sports performance, nutrition, and integrative health. We have it all in our company. This is the story of discovery. So it all started with the glyconutrients. And what they do is they help the cells communicate with each other. And that's the core of all of our products. Actually, the National Academy of Science, which is the premier scientific body in America, said that every disease that affects humans significantly involves glycans. So this is big, guys. Glycans are so important to our bodies functioning properly. And Mannatech holds the patents on it. And that's with Ambritose. So it improves brain function, improves memory, improves concentration, improves attentiveness, improves mood, which we all love, enhances the body's ability to respond to bacterial vaccines, supports cellular communication, supports digestive system function, and decreases irritability. So an absolutely amazing product. Now, we also have the glyconutrients in Nutrivirus, but this has also the antioxidants and then your vitamins and minerals on a real food base from organic fruits and vegetables. I love this powder. I just put it straight in my mouth with a drink of water, but you can add it to food or smoothies. I put it in the kids' food. It's great for the whole family and just such wonderful nutrition. But this is one, I guess, of our team's favourite products, and Plus is for happy hormones. Now, did you know that the hormone system controls fat metabolism, how hungry, satisfied we feel, cravings, it regulates sleep, moods and emotion, happiness, sex drive, stress, metabolic rate, mental alertness. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of us have had issues in at least one of those areas at certain times in our life because, as women, we do tend to have those hormonal wobbles sometimes. Well, Plus is a hormonal modulator, so it gives you the nutrients that your body needs to be able to produce those hormones. You see, we need between 50 to 80 megagrams of phytosterols a day. We're actually in the modern diet only getting between 1 to 3. So you can see why so many people have problems in those areas that I mentioned before. And, you don't have to look far to see why, there's so many issues and so many problems because our diets just don't contain the nutrients that they need. And we also have great products for healthy children. And we've got Mannabears, and kids just love these. They're little vitamin lollies and they've got the Ambritose in them. So great for brain function, for healthy immune system, for digestion system, and just great for general health. And, kids love them. My kids love them. They've got things like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, kale, and kids wouldn't even know, which is wonderful. Immunostart's great when they start to get a little bit of a cold. They can just chew on that and it helps boost their immune system. And also Nutrivirus I mentioned before. And then we have our gut support product for both children and adults. The great thing is while you're helping your child be healthy, taking care of their brain, giving them the best start in life, you're also helping malnourished children all over the world. But this, I guess, is just one product that we just love in our team because everybody wants to look younger. And this is our Youth Rejuvenation Cream. So it gets deep within the skin matrix to restore your skin and give you that smoother skin, remove those wrinkles and also give your skin just such a beautiful smoothness. It's made from active botanical ingredients. Most botanical products have like one or two powerful botanicals in them, but our product actually has 8 powerful botanical ingredients. And also the glycans. So L'Oreal released a synthetic glycan cream. Now, they said that this is one of the most amazing scientific breakthroughs we've discovered in relation to anti-aging. The products are set to be the holy grail of anti-aging for many women, given their proven efficiency. Glycobiology is opening up a whole new area of possibilities when it comes to skincare. And so you can see how valued they had on their synthetic glycan cream, and that was for Yves Saint Laurent. We have the natural glycans. Does it work? Absolutely. This is me up the top, and you can see those deep wrinkles, and also the fine lines in the second photo. They're gone, and not just that is after about 3 or 4 months, I had sunspots all developing on my face and down the side of my head, and they just disappeared after about 3 to 4 months. Absolutely incredible product, and you can see the results down the bottom too. But, fat loss is such a major thing today. And how would you like to lose 3 times more fat and beat the rebound effect? Well, you can do that with our products. So Osaline does that. Osaline is a specifically formulated whey protein blend that includes advanced protein peptide technology. You can't buy this product on the shelves. We are the only company that has it. It works. It's backed by clinical studies, and if you have a look in our groups, you can see people having incredible results on them. It's real food and not synthetic. It reduces your appetite and improves your digestion. It also reduces cravings. We also have a sports and nutrition for Olympic athletes and sports people. Use these products all over the world, but it's great for anybody. So sport is wonderful for muscle recovery, but it's also great for people with arthritis or aches and pains. And the same with Bounce Back. Bounce Back is a natural anti-inflammatory. So if you have inflammation in your body, wonderful for that. And Impact is our pre-workout drink, which is great for any age. And I give it to my children before they go and play soccer or before they go to athletics carnivals. It's great for helping them perform. And with all the other befores and afters, I love this one. So this is Aura from Guatemala. When Aura first began receiving nutritional support from us, she weighed what a 5-year-old should. The problem was that she was 10 years old. Her skin was pale, she had no hair on her head, and her health was quickly fading. Today, just over a year later, Aura is a healthy 12-year-old that runs, plays, and is attending school again. This is what we're part of. When we do well in our business, we can help more children like Aura. So there's 2 sources of income. We have the active income and then the long-term income. So with the active, the fast income, if you enroll 4 champions at $5.98, you earn about $800. So there's a great way to earn back what you pay for your pack straight away. You can quickly make money with our business. But then we have our long-term income. So as a regional director, an annual income of about $5,000. So it's a few $100s a month. And the target for that is about 1 to 3 months. But this is the key, and I want you to really understand this, women, because this is really important, is the last figure, because it's really important is the asset value of this business. Okay, so the asset value is $91,000. So that's that. What I mean by that is if it's equivalent to having $91,000 sitting in a bank somewhere. Actually, it would probably be a lot more than that because the interest rates are going down. But just for this example, it's equivalent of having 91,000. So just even on that small income, it's really starting to build an asset for you and your future. But keep going as a national director. You're earning up to about $14,000. So, an extra $1,000 a month, which can really change a family's life. So you're starting to see what you could do with that: car payments, vacations, giving back. And remember, this is what you're doing just around your family. And again, the asset value of that is about $250,000. So you're really starting to build that asset up for your family. And I was talking to one of our team about that, and it really, it's not like a job where if you quit, that's it. You don't earn an income anymore. It actually becomes an inheritance. So, if anything ever happened to me, I can pass this on to my children as an asset, as an inheritance for them and their future. So they're not left without any support. So I just wanted to bring on a couple of our national directors, and they're going to share a little bit about their testimony since they got started. And I was talking earlier about Kate, who was number one enroller for the whole of the world. That's every single country. Last month, or last business period, we call it. And she's doing incredible, and she's also number one of Australasia, one of our incredible team members. And Kate's just going to share her testimony of how she does this from home with a little baby in her hands. So, Kate, are you there?
Can you hear me, Naomi?
Yeah, I can. Thanks, Kate.
Excellent. Thank you, Naomi. Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you. It's a great honour to be on the webinar tonight with people all over the world. I've got a few people from New Zealand on tonight, so thank you guys for coming on board. I'd also like to acknowledge and say a huge thank you to you, Naomi, Presidential Director. I've learnt so much from you. You are an incredible lady. Also, I'm receiving 100% support from my incredible uplines, Annette Smith and Crystal Ward. These guys are amazing. I have so much respect for them. They're always available to help me and support me when I need it most. A little bit about myself. I'm 30. I'm a mother of two beautiful girls, and I've got a little boy who's now 4 months old. I'm a full-time yummy mummy, and I'm working from home. Prior to this, before I had my little boy, I was working at a local hotel here in Goolwa as a chef, where I've been cooking there for 4 years. And previously to that, I was working in childcare for 5 years. So I've worked hard and long hours to be able to live the lifestyle that myself and my fiance have always wanted, and trying to accomplish our dreams and our goals. With the act of hospitality taking a hold on my family time, while also missing out on the fun times of homework, tea time, bath time, and juggling appointments with our 4-year-old who has some special needs, I knew things needed to change for us. I love cooking, but I love being at home with my family even more. Crystal, who's a great friend of mine, she discovered the Yummy Mummy team. She was so excited to tell me about it. I automatically thought, here we go again. What's she getting us into? I spoke to David. He said, let's go. He was super supportive. What have we got to lose? So I joined the team. I've never looked back. Within the first month of starting my business, I was regional director, which meant I had checks coming in on top of my weekly chef wage. I couldn't believe how easy this was. I found it was so simple with the free training and the support from our teams, while also using the daily support from my uplines. I pretty much just sat back and I watched my business grow. Before I knew it, I was at the next leadership level of national director, which meant my checks were getting bigger, and this was all in a matter of 4 months. To top off the fun and excitement, I earned myself and David a free trip to Tahiti last year, all expenses paid for. This opportunity has changed my family's life while also nourishing 60 children through the social entrepreneur business model. We get to make a difference while earning an income around our family from home. I'm also my own boss. I get to work as I want, and while most importantly being flexible for my children, which means I can make sports days, kindy events, concerts, things like that for my kids. I've pretty much started working with a baby in my arms at the moment. The last 4 months have been quite challenging for me, but I've definitely proved that anybody can do this with 3 kids at home, one with special needs and one very needy baby that likes to be in my arms all the time. I've definitely proved that anybody can do this. So if you're thinking of a change and you want to spend more time at home with your family while creating an extra income and a new lifestyle, don't think about it, just do it. Get back to the person that invited you on the webinar tonight, because anybody can do this, and I've proved that. And there's plenty of support out there, and a massive bonus is you get to work with some really awesome people. So thank you so much, Naomi, for having me on.
Oh, Kate, what a superstar you are, and incredible story. Thanks so much for sharing that. And I've also got one of our newer team members is Paula. And Paula, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Paula, or
Hello.
we also call her Poppy. So, Poppy, if you could just share your testimony briefly about how you started in the business and what it's brought for you.
Sure. Hi, everybody, and thank you for taking your time out this evening to come on board and listen to our webinar. And before I start, I want to acknowledge and thank you, Naomi, being my presidential director. You are amazing, as Kate says. Really good friend of mine, but an amazing leader and support person. So thank you so very much for what you've done. I'll tell you a bit about my story. I actually signed up a couple of years back with Monotech after we had gone through a very, very hard time. And that hard time for me was losing our house. Unfortunately, we, being self-employed in the construction business, we would do jobs and weren't getting paid at the end of it. And that caused us to go into financial hardship to the day that our cars were taken away and the door was closed for us, and we lost our home. And so I thought, you know what, I'll give this a go. But unfortunately, I wasn't in a frame of mind to do it. I went into such a severe depression that I couldn't focus on anything. And it was the worst 3 years of my life. But fast forward it to 2015, and that's when the turning point came for me. Between January and September of 2015, I was the sickest I've ever been and spent literally 9 months in bed. With severe fatigue, migraines lasting 6 to 8 hours, body aches and pains. My legs were so swollen I couldn't walk. My hair was falling out. I had no life. And the doctor would visit me every second day. I would visit when I could to see him. After many, many tests, they put it down, the conclusion my body was shutting down due to stress, wasn't coping with what happened with us losing the house, and basically told the family to say goodbye to me because that was it. And the turning point came that weekend when I thought there's got to be more to life. And I reached out to Naomi on that Monday morning and told her what's been going on. And she said, you got to go on the products. So I thought I wasn't going to do this. Yeah, I went on the products, and within 10 days of being on them, I was a completely different person. I was able to get out of bed. The migraines left, the body pains and aches left, the fatigue had lifted, the depression, the anxiety had lifted. And I was a new person. I stopped visiting my doctor and he stopped having to come to see me. And I thought, we spoke with my husband and he says, Pop, if they're this good, you've got to take it on as a business. And so I did, and I took it on as a business. And within a short period of time, I went from, just starting out to, by November, I was national director, earning $1,100 a month. And it had a major impact. But even when I got to regional, that was the pivotal turning point in my life, when that little check of only $230 came in was the day that my 15-year-old for about 7 months had been saying to me, Mum, I need glasses, Mum, I need glasses. And one day he just said to me, I can't see the board anymore. And he was right at the front. You couldn't get any closer. So I took him to the eye doctors to get his eyes checked, and they confirmed that he needed glasses. But he turned around with tears in his eyes. This is a 15-year-old, 6-foot tall boy in Specsavers going, I know we can't afford them, Mum, but at least I know now I need glasses, and that's what it is. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to check my account just in case. And as I did that, lo and behold, my first Monotech payment was there. And I was able to buy my son the glasses. And when I told him, the tears in his eyes just came again. And he just said, thank you, Mum. Like, he was so excited that here I am buying him glasses. So that was a pivotal turning point in my life. I thought, if I can bring this much joy to my family with a pair of glasses, imagine what I can do if I go all the way. And so I spoke to my husband and I told him I'm going all the way, and I put my heart and soul, and the rewards have been great. Apart from amazing friends that I've made along the way and an amazing team that I have that I work with, the finances are coming in, the pressure is off my husband. He hasn't been well this week and was able to take 3 days off, and I didn't stress about it. And I earned an all-expense paid trip to New York, and I was able to experience that with my daughter and take her with me. And we had a great week of mummy-daughter time and with the team as well. So, you know, I encourage you guys. This is an amazing team. It has amazing support people. We're there for each other. We uplift each other. We help each other out. The rewards are great. With Mission 5 Million, my business is nourishing 60 children. It has so many rewards. And I encourage every one of you, take the bull by the horn and run for it. This is something that will change your life. I'm glad I did it. Thanks, Gnomes.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so, Poppy. You bring a tear to my eye. What an amazing transformation story. Thank you so much.
Yep. You're welcome.
So as you keep going along on that road, and you get to executive director, and the time frame for that is between 12 to 24 months. Now you're earning an income of about up to $60,000 as an executive director, and the asset value of that is $100,000. So sorry, $1 million. So that's a great level to be at. You're really starting to see that your life can turn around and change dramatically. But keep going, and you can become a presidential. Like I said, I'm a presidential director. Your income is up to about 110,000. So I'm on a 6-figure income, so I'm at the higher end of that. And the target is between 2 to 5 years. The asset value of that is $2 million. So I've built up an asset of worth $2 million for my family. So it's quite an incredible thing that you can do. Build that passive income coming in. You can do so much with that kind of income. But I know you guys don't want to stay there. Keep going, and you can go on to become a platinum presidential, earning, you know, between up to a $500,000 plus. I mean, I've met people that are earning millions of dollars a year in this business, and so you can see how your life can dramatically change. So what option best suits you? You can get started as a champion. That's a $5.98 here in Australia, and a little bit different in some other countries. So get back to the person that added you. You get that amount of products, plus unlimited earning income potential, access to power bonuses, and you never have to purchase that pack again. You just purchase what products that you want to use. Now, this is the pack that most people choose who are really serious about building a business from home. But we do have our basic pack option. That's $12 plus the products that you want to use. And that's a great way just to get started, like a stepping stone. So you can build up your income, build your money up so that you can buy the $5.98 pack. And then you just purchase 100 points of products each business period. So that's every 4 weeks. pretty much replace what you're currently buying with Manatech products. And we have a special at the moment. You get a free product called AO, which is an antioxidant product. And then you have technology so simple that anyone can use. So we have our own app. So you can pretty much run your global empire from your phone, which is incredible. We have a full training and marketing system with websites and campaigns. So everything's there, and all of the training that you need to be successful. Like I said, you also get to travel the world with Manatech, and we've been to some incredible places with our team, and have lots of fun at the same time. So all it does, it starts with one decision. Just one decision. That's all I made, that's all Poppy made, or Kate and many of our other team. That one decision. And you are just one decision away from the lifestyle of your choices. Richard Branson said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. Think about what your life will look like in 5 years' time. Will you have more time to do the amazing things? Actually, I just went on a sunset cruise in Hawaii in January, which just reminded me. More time with your family. So if you want to go out with them for the day, you can. You don't have to ask a boss. Would you want to be able to give back or more freedom? It's at your fingertips, and it just starts with that one decision. The purpose of life is to lead a life of purpose. We hope that you'll join us. Get back to the person that invited you on tonight's webinar. Let them know which option best suits you for starting to live your life of purpose, of freedom, and to create an incredible lifestyle. And we'll look forward to welcoming you on our team too. Thanks so much for coming on, and make sure you get back to the person that added you. Good night, everybody.